Under the moonlight, everything is calm aboard a Byzantine ship. Then, out of nowhere, the sea explodes. A massive creature bursts from the water and crashes into the ship like a battering ram. The ship's wooden hull cracks. Shouts ring out, and panic spreads. The ship's crew scrambles. Their weapons are useless against the monsters soaring over their vessel. The sea boils around them. The beast's shadow falls across the deck, devouring all hope. This was a message that said, "The sea belongs to the creature now. It's a nightmare from the deep, rising to remind men they're not in charge out here." The Byzantines had many names for it. Porphyrios, Porphyrian, Porphyry, Porphyrio. They spoke of it in fear, for this beast had haunted their waters for over 50 years. Even Emperor Justinian I tried to have it captured, but not even he could stop it. And so, this is the story of the Porphyrios whale. It's a clash between man and nature at its simplest. But let's go back to the very beginning. You see, in 6th century Constantinople, enemies attacked from land and sea. But beyond the city walls in the Bosporus Strait, this gigantic whale terrorized sailors. For over 5 decades, it attacked any ship that crossed its path. Its name became a warning. It showed no pattern and no mercy. Then it would disappear. And when it returned, it left behind wreckage and death. Emperor Justinian saw it as a symbol. He saw it as a monster that had to be stopped. Even the historian Procopius wrote about it, calling it a beast of legend. Sailors were terrified. Some stopped sailing through its waters, others looked for safer routes. And despite all that craze, no one really knew what it was. Was it a mutated sea monster, or just a misunderstood animal? Based on size, it was well over 13 meters long and nearly 5 meters wide. Some think it was a sperm whale. Others say it might have been a giant orca. Either way, it was real. And it was deadly. And everyone agreed on the fact that Porphyrios was the sea's fury, made from flesh. Nevertheless, where the name Porphyrios came from is still debated. Some think it was named after a famous charioteer. Others say it came from Porphyrion, a giant from myth. Maybe a nod to the whale's power. In 2010, historian Anthony Caldelis suggested something new. Maybe the name came from the word for imperial purple, the color worn by Byzantine royalty. Some agreed. They saw the name as a sign of majesty, not only fear. Others, however, thought it might describe the whale's skin, which was a deep purple tone. Porphyrios, they said, might just mean the purple one. But no matter the name's meaning, the threat was real. Porphyrios kept attacking ships, and Justinian, Emperor of the Eastern Roman Empire, couldn't ignore it, but even he couldn't figure out how to stop it. However, one day, the sea monster made a mistake. While chasing dolphins, it got too close to shore. It thrashed about, but it got stuck. It got trapped in shallow water. It didn't take long for word to spread fast. Locals came running with axes. This was their chance to kill the beast. But even stranded, Porphyrios didn't go down easy. You see, its hide was so tough, their blades barely scratched it, and in the end, a larger effort paid off. Crews dragged the whale ashore using ropes and wagons. Then they killed it, cut it up, and either ate the meat or stored it for later. The historian Procopius wrote that the people of Constantinople felt a wave of relief. The sea, they thought, was finally safe again. But doubts remained. Some said the creature wasn't Porphyrios at all. They said it didn't match the size described by sailors who had seen the real one. So maybe, just maybe, this was some random whale in the wrong place at the wrong time. And so the rumors continued. Maybe the true Porphyrios was still out there. But could it be? Could this monster still be lurking in the deep? Or did the legend end that day on the shore? No one knows for sure. The mystery lives on, just like the dark waters it once